Picture number 1. Well, this is, of course, in Montreal. I think it's 2019. That was actually quite a fun exercise. And I think I actually hit one like in the middle with a lot of luck. I remember also with the Toro Rosso guys as well involved. It was nice to practice these kind of things and see a bit of culture. 2018, for my birthday when we arrived in Sochi. I mean, that was really, really nicely done, but also, of course, a bit embarrassing walking through the whole paddock. These people singing to you, and you have to stand there like in the middle. I enjoyed it at the end, but of course, at the time, a little bit embarrassed, but it's okay. Yeah. I tried to hide it. Oh God. Well, this was last year. Tried to hit these balloons with the top of your helmet with some sharp things attached. I think even a week later, I still found like red powder wherever coming out of my ear or my eye, my nose. I think also because they were placed backwards, I had to actually drive in reverse if I could, but the go-kart doesn't have a reverse, to try and pop them. So it's quite interesting. Also 2018 with Daniel in Singapore. Well, you can already see in my face that I was definitely enjoying this. With a crab, I don't like this kind of like seafood, so for me already being close to it is already a challenge. Trying it, definitely not, but I could see Daniel was trying it, so I think he was enjoying it. Beginning of 2020 in Australia, Yeti-esque? Yeah, like a cooler attached to with an engine on it. Box. Nah, it was a fun day. Even some journalists tried it. The Dutchman had a bit of a shunt on it as well, but because everyone gets competitive, right? They want to race each other. So, and these things are actually, you really have to lean in, because if you don't and you still try to carry the speed, you roll. So basically that's what happened to him. It was a fun day with Alex. I was ready to rip the steering wheel off. Last year, luckily we had a good day, like sunny. It was a very early start. I think it was like 7 o'clock or 7:30. Checo and I, we were discussing how to cheat and win this challenge. We couldn't use the engine. We had to row towards a certain point where we had to pick up keys, which then would lead up to the cars we would have. But I mean, if the engine is attached, we're gonna use it, right? So I saw how I had to connect it. So as soon as I said ready to go and start, I just clicked the engine in and I accelerated with the engine. Plus, I think I stole from the other side the key for the engine, so they couldn't use their engine. So they had to row towards the point. But when they arrived to the point, I stole both keys as well. So there was nothing for them to get. So yeah, that was an easy win with a tiny bit of cheating. Oh my God, yeah. This was before last year's Silverstone Grand Prix. I'll never forget this. I was so shocked. You know, I really didn't recognize him. It was like impossible. But I was like, this guy's so clueless, so lost. And I was just trying to be nice, right? It was still early in the morning, so I was still a bit tired, and yeah, I couldn't be asked to have a fight or an argument. So I was like, I just let him be. But then at one point, of course, with all the things that were going on, having a pee, stopping the car in like a random place, I was like, this doesn't feel right. A little bit pissed off, but of course in the end I could appreciate it. This wasn't this long ago. It was pretty crazy to do. Like I'd never heard of it before. I thought it would be a lot harder. Like as soon as I was driving it was actually really agile and easy to control. So again, it was incredibly warm, but yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed it. Ooh, special picture. Very first win with the team. I look a lot younger as well, I think. Yeah, pretty crazy weekend, of course, in general, but also then the whole race was quite tough to make the two-stop work and then win the race. That's what you always dreamt of as a little boy, right? To try and win a race in Formula One. So once I achieved that, that was a very special feeling. Cool day. Hockenheim 2019. Very difficult race with the way the weather played out, of course. As a team, we just did everything well, like really well that day. We stayed calm, didn't make mistakes, and that made us win the race. So really good memories about that one, and also like just a really cool race to win, because so many things can go wrong and you have to be really calm to try and keep the car on the track, and that's what we did. Last year, Turkey, a full white car as well, so special livery. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately the weather on Sunday wasn't the best, but for a white suit, I would say. But I think it was nice. The livery looked really good, and it was a really cool idea for a one-off. Of course, unfortunately, we wanted to do it, of course, in Japan, but we were not racing there, so we still decided to do it, and it was Turkey the replacement. So it was nice to see. Last year, of course, in Holland, Zandvoort, first win there. I think it's always special to win your home Grand Prix, right? So that was already like leading up with the national anthem being sung before the race, and then winning the race with a lot of pressure around you. It was a nice feeling, and that's done now. Like, I've won my home race, so there is no more pressure. Was this last year in Mexico? Yeah. That suit we only used in FP1, right? Just a quick use in FP1, I think. Quite classy. This picture, I think, will always be remembered. Winning the race, of course, in Abu Dhabi, but of course then also winning the championship. So crazy. That was a crazy day. Like, all the emotions came by, good or bad. But at the end, to be standing there was an incredible feeling. It just went by so quickly as well. Like, it's sometimes a bit hard to remember the full scene, but luckily we have the pictures. And also for me there, I was a bit like, season is over. Like, I can finally have a rest. So it was good. Imola, 1-2. It took a while for us to have a 1-2 again at Red Bull, but that was, again, like, crazy race, changing conditions as well. But as a team, I think we did really well and made no mistakes. So that was a really good win for me, but of course also a really good 1-2 for the team. So really enjoyable moments. That was a good picture for the team.